Well, it's Black Friday, which means the countdown to Christmas has begun. But this year, I've been noticing something very unusual about Santa Claus. No, it's not that he looks an awful lot like Donald Trump. That would be my classic Trump Claus sweatshirt, which is back in stock at my online store at markdice.com, which you should order by clicking the link in the description below to be sure you can get it in time to wear to Christmas dinner this year. And by the way, this weekend, save 20% off of any of my shirts at markdice.com by using the promo code TURKEY at the checkout. And we'll get into these strange happenings regarding Santa in a moment, but first, there are a few fun facts from Thanksgiving yesterday that you may have missed, like this photo that was tweeted out by PETA, the anti-meat eating organization, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, which you can see is a bunch of turkeys getting ready to dine on a human, adding, "We're lucky turkeys would never do this to us. You don't have to do it to them either." And this ended up getting what is perhaps the most epic fact check in Twitter history, getting a community note, which is their crowdsourced fact-checking service, which is usually pretty accurate. It can be gamed, but get a load of this. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. Turkeys are not vegetarians. Turkeys eat mice, lizards, frogs, and just about anything they can fit in their mouth. If turkeys were larger, or had the technological means to farm and eat humans, their current diet reveals they likely would. Also, Karine Jean-Pierre, the Couch Pastel-looking spokeswoman for Old Joe, got a fact check with a community note after posting these lies about Thanksgiving, saying that we're seeing important progress on inflation with prices lower for Thanksgiving dinner, gas, airline tickets, car rentals, toys, and TVs. This claim compares prices to last year, a point in the middle of Biden's term. Even then, food prices are not lower as claimed. Compared to the beginning of Biden's term, all prices remain significantly higher. Gas, for example, remains up 36% since Biden took office. And the official Biden campaign put out a list of talking points for Democrats to use to respond to the, quote, crazy MAGA nonsense from relatives during Thanksgiving. Look at this. Only Democrats would be so dumb that they would need to bring note cards or study talking points before Thanksgiving dinner in order to respond to their Republican relatives or to try to promote Old Joe's failing agenda. Look at this. The list just goes on and on and on. Meanwhile, in New York, poor black people who are used to getting free handouts from the government are getting upset that the countless illegal aliens who have invaded America are making their way to New York City because you may recall the mayor said it was a sanctuary city until they actually arrived, and now he wants them to all leave because the undocumented immigrants, the invaders, are now taking the black people's free stuff.
In one neighborhood in Queens between NYCHA tenants and newly arrived migrants.
Wow, tensions are growing with not enough food to go around.
Why do we have to take the butt of everything? Okay, this community here is already suffering.
The residents living in NYCHA's Queensbridge houses look forward to the mobile food pantries that show up weekly.
Thank you, white man.
But over the past year, they have witnessed 8,000 migrants move into their neighborhood, and they have also noticed the migrants are also starting to take their stuff.
Their stuff.
They was first online for the turkeys this morning. If they tell you to be there at 11 o'clock, you get there like 10:30, 10:45, but they already out there. The line is from over there to over here.
Free food giveaways, especially during the holidays, have become a source of tension between longtime New Yorkers struggling to get by and newly arrived migrants who are using the system to survive.
Let me rephrase that political correct nonsense. There's been growing tension between Democrat voters and the Democrat Party's new favorite voter base, the illegal aliens, the migrants, the migrants. You know, those same people who have been bringing the much-needed diversity to Europe for the last 10 years, which has now resulted in an award-winning diversity, equity, and inclusion consulting firm demanding that Christmas be canceled over in the UK. Time to rethink Christmas as half the country no longer Christian, says Diversity Group. I'm sorry, but if somebody immigrates to Europe or the United States or any other country that celebrates Christmas and they start complaining about it, those people need to be deported immediately. They say many people feel left out and excluded from the celebrations while their own religious or spiritual festival is ignored. Aw, well, you could just move back home. It's called assimilation. You can either do it when you come to our countries, Or if you have a problem with our culture and our customs, you can keep your mouth shut, or you can leave. Oh, and I almost forgot, Macy's was just sued by Stephen Miller's America First Legal Foundation just hours before their famous Thanksgiving Day parade for their systemic anti-whiteism. This from Newsweek magazine. America First Legal alleges that Macy's quotas are patently illegal. Well, of course they are. It's blatant anti-whiteism. And now diversity, equity, and inclusion has come for Santa Claus, but you can celebrate with this 6-foot-tall, singing, animatronic Black Santa from Home Depot, complete with a black beard, too. They're $200, so be sure to get them before they sell out, guys. According to the website, there are 220 of them still in stock, so order now. And if you happen to miss out on this opportunity of a lifetime, fear not, because Lowe's hardware store is also selling life-size Santas. I don't know if it's the same one or if these are animatronic singing Santas. I assume they are because these are $300. And just look at that diversity. Your choice, black or white. But you may want to hold off on one of those and head on over to CVS Pharmacy instead to get an extra black Santa Claus. When somebody tweeted this to me after I posted about the 6-foot-tall singing animatronic Claus from Home Depot, I thought maybe this is an AI-generated image. Maybe it was fake. But I searched Twitter for CVS Black Santa, and it's real. And I'm sure you'll enjoy this comic by Stone Toss. It's a kid peeking around the corner, spotting, suppose it's Santa Christmas morning, and thinks that he's getting a bike for Christmas. But it turns out that Black Santa is stealing the bike. And Target is selling these Black Santa Claus ornaments. These are real. This is not a joke from the Babylon Bee. And not only is Santa black, but for extra diversity, he's in a wheelchair. Now, to be clear, I'm not upset about this or anything. I actually bought a few of these for gag gifts for Christmas because I think they're fantastic. This, on the other hand, is beyond ridiculous and a diversity overload. Leave it to the rainbow people to, of course, shove their sexual behavior in people's faces on Christmas with a Santa pride flag figurine. This is being sold by Target, by the way. This is just something being sold on Etsy. So obviously they didn't learn their lesson last June about selling woke crap. So maybe it's time that Christians and conservatives send them another message. But speaking of quality products, Trump Claus is back in stock at markdice.com, which you should order by heading over there or clicking the link in the description below. And be sure to wear it to Christmas dinner this year because you know that's going to be a lot of fun. And this weekend, save 20% off of all of my shirts and Trump Claus sweatshirts by using the promo code TURKEY at the checkout. So, order your Wanted for President shirt, your Trump Claus sweatshirt, or any of my awesome designs, and enter the promo code TURKEY at the checkout to save 20% off this weekend. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.